Good morning, y'all. Well, it is day 44, and if this trail looks familiar, it's because it is. This is the third time I've done this in 3 days. So I came across through here, stayed at Wise Shelter 2 nights ago, and then yesterday had to come back this way south to get off trail because of the weather. And now I'm going right back north again. It is a beautiful day, but it is 30 degrees and snowed a lot up here on top of the mountain. I'm about 2,000 feet higher than where I stayed last night. So yeah, I'm gonna trek about 13 miles, I hope today, get to hurricane shelter of all names with all this wind. But the low tonight at that shelter is supposed to be 41 degrees, which is a veritable heat wave compared to what I've been experiencing the last week or so. So let's get there, and then tomorrow and the next day I still have to figure out. So let's get going yet again northbound on the AT. We'll talk to you later. So I did want to mention the general store worked out really well. We were really fortunate to get meals there and a little bit of resupply. And Dennis, the owner, was kind enough to have that secret little room in the back for 2 hikers. So my buddy Gus and I were there, and this morning he shuttled me back up here to the trail. But yeah, I want to say kudos to the Grayson Highlands General Store at the end. So it worked out for us, and we were very fortunate. So yeah, I'll talk again to you later. Well, it is Sunday. Time to check in. In fact, it's Palm Sunday. But unfortunately, no one really offered me a donkey to ride into the city. So I guess I'll just keep walking. Yeah, this past week I was very grateful for having 3 nights back at Lady Di's bed and breakfast hostel. That was really nice respite. I got to 0 there one day, and I was very grateful for the couple of trail angels yesterday. The lady who gave us a ride down to the general store, and then Dennis there, who actually had a room for us in the back. That worked out pretty nice. Not sure what we would have done. We'd have probably had to drive or get a shuttle all the way back to Damascus, or maybe to Marion, Virginia, is another town. So yeah, I'm very grateful for that. And another thing I'm really grateful for is that a lot of people say, oh, when you get through the Smokies, you can send all your winter gear home. Other people say, no, wait till Hot Springs and then send all your winter stuff home and, lighten up your load. Well, there's another group of people who say, no, wait till you get almost to Petersburg or the Shenandoahs before you send it home. And boy, I'm glad I listened to those people. In particular, not just my clothes, but these micro spikes that I'm wearing right now to get better grip on the rocks and the mud and snow and the ice. I mean, I know it really helped in the Smokies, but it's definitely helping in today. It's about 4 inches of snow up here on the mountain. I think they got a couple inches yesterday and then a couple more last night. So yeah, I'm grateful for the gear. Body-wise, my lower back is hurting, to be quite honest. I did that 26 miles into Damascus, then I took a 0 and didn't notice anything. And then the next day I did a 24, and yeah, it started hurting after that. And it's not really going away, despite ibuprofen and all that good stuff. But my feet and knees, hips, everything else seems to be okay. Still don't have any blisters, which is always something that can get you off the trail in a hurry if they're bad enough. So yeah, those are the things I'm grateful for. And just the logistics of trying to figure out how to deal with this weather and where to stay. You don't want to be too high in elevation because it's a lot worse. It's about 4 degrees per 1,000 feet. So, I'll see something and, it'll be over 5,000 feet. I know that it could easily be 12 to 16 degrees colder than it is in the nearest town down below. That's a big difference when you're sleeping, or, rain or snow or ice. So grateful for the app on my phone as well to kind of give me that information when I can get it. That's about it. That's the check-in. I'm still feeling okay, just sometimes frustrated with this weather, but nothing we can do about it. And lots of people have been getting off. Even back in the Smokies, I've heard that people are getting off trail just because they've had some really bad cold weather down there at higher elevation, obviously. But that's it. We'll keep raw hiking today and see how far we get. So you've heard me mention the term trail angels and trail magic several times over the last 45 days. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. The hard life of living here in the Appalachian Mountains and just surviving day to day against the elements forced a lot of members of all of these communities to look out for each other. There's a sense of kindness and trust, generosity, and even love, and give people faith and a sense of hope that they would have support if something even more challenging confronted them. And even today, with all of our modern technology and apps and phones and everything, that same grace is actually found out here, and it's called trail magic. and hikers experience it throughout the entire trail. Now, most of the magic is found when all of a sudden you walk out of the woods or a clearing and you see a few people cooking. I had that back at the Knock, if you remember, in pouring down rain. Sometimes they're just offering sandwiches or hot coffee, or maybe you stumble across an ice cooler filled with drinks. I've done that a few times. But it can be other intangibles, like someone gives you a ride into town for a resupply, like the lady did here a couple of days ago, down to the general store, and then the guy ended up having a room just for through hikers. It could be anything that's really unforeseen or unexpected. And the people who make this happen, they're actually called the Trail Angels. They're just regular local people, giving back to the community or the hikers and paying it forward. But volunteering their time, their efforts, and the resources, it goes a long way. And I hope people really realize that. They're good people. Hey y'all, so I made it to hurricane shelter. Turned out to be a beautiful day. It was pretty cold, windy, and snowy this morning. But as the day warmed up and changed elevation and came down, obviously a lot of that snow turned to slush. It was kind of messy, but the temps warmed up and the wind died down, and that's always a good thing. So I made it here, and then the plan is tomorrow just go maybe as far as I can and tent somewhere, not necessarily a shelter, and then the following day I'll move into Quarterway Inn, which is kind of my next resupply. So yeah, pretty day, and it's not as chilly tonight already, and the wind has died down, and it is not raining, so that's a good thing. So thanks again for watching, and when I get into town or the next inn where I'm staying, a hostel, I'll try to answer some of my YouTube comments that I know have been coming in. And that's about it today. Got to see some more ponies. That was fun. Yeah, we'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks, y'all.